皆さん、こんにちは。さて、前回の動画の視聴者数が33人でした。1週間かけて翻訳したのですが、まあ、どんまいということで、第3章を元気に続けていきましょう。元気があれば何でもできる。
Hey, killer. Lydia said you might want a bodyguard on a little trip. Her Highness gets the best ideas. Or I can meet you in Diamond City. Your call.
Why would you want to go?
Don't worry. No one thinks you need the security detail. But all there's to do around here is smoke and pretend to run security. Security runs itself just fine. If there's a Mirelurk, they don't need me to tell them they gotta shoot it until it dies. So I'm bored. I make Lydia nervous when I'm bored. You're a good excuse for me to get out of here, and she knows it.
Let's go then.
Fucking A, hun. Get us into some trouble on the way, won't you? Actually, that reminds me. I got a little extermination contract on some raiders. Their hideout is on the way. Normally, Lydia just pays the gang off, but I guess these guys are too territorial and too close. Glatton wants them vacated from the premises. If you're up for raising a little hell, I'll share the payout, fair and square.
Sure. I got time to help out.
Your call. I'll mark it down for you. Anyway, let's get going.
コールっていう簡単な単語ほど意味が多いので困りますね。電話する以外に呼びかけるとか決断とか判断とか。ウエストランドに電話はないと分かってたので、全部直したつもりでしたが。ということで、寝てからシャムロック酒場に向かいます。これが前回、シャムロック酒場の想像を全カットした理由です。デジャブですから。ああ。ドニーのところのマットレスで寝たら病気になりました。頻繁にこの辺りに来ることになるようなので、ここを居住地化することにしました。後日ご紹介します。
I know we got a job to do, but don't be shy. I'm not against detours.
Did you fight it? I didn't hear anything.
Mama always told me, caps are the way to a girl's heart. Guess she never had a decent shotgun. Payoff's already failed. Nothing to do. Hold up, back on track.
So that's you used to tell me Yahoo?
Shit's got ambush all over it. Get a grip on yourself.
Who?
We got an audience. We got an audience.
Can you see those? I was having fun.
That was almost disappointing. I'm used to raiders out in the waste having more teeth and spine than that. These guys were a bit desperate, if anything. Guess there's nowhere for them to run.
Raiders are a problem for everyone.
Won't catch me disagreeing. Gossip has it, though, you've made them way less of a problem for the folks living in the Commonwealth. I heard you did one better and laid siege to GNN HQ. Took it from the gunners in a hail of gunfire and explosions. Sounded like a whole lot of fun.
What's your opinion of the gunners?
They're competition, but in name only, really. Far as I hear, they've stopped with the mercenary shtick and moved on to full-fledged army. Me and my boys, we're a straightforward bunch. We're on the NLTC payroll as security. Sometimes we get loaned out to other clients. NLTC probably sold supplies to gunners at some point, but I didn't hear of any recent dealings. You'd have to ask Her Highness if you want details. I just wish we got out here sooner. Get in on the sieging. That would have been fun. If you could pay for us to fight anyway.
I did what had to be done.
Funny, the kinds of places doing what has to be done takes you, huh? You seem like the proactive type to me. I like that in a person. Like it or not, you're the face of the Commonwealth. Bosses wouldn't be dealing with you if you weren't something real impressive.
Okay, well, thanks for the compliment.
Just calling it like I see it. Guess that's enough for today. Let's get to Diamond City.
アリソンのセリフは丁寧すぎますね。あと、最初に見せたキルムーブはこのモッドのものです。半裸の女性が3人捕まっていますね。モザイクが面倒なのですが。
Hey,
No, please. You've got to help me.
I like making
I wouldn't leave you here. Let's go.
My God, thank you.
Hey there.
Please, you've gotta help me.
I wouldn't leave you here. Let's go.
My God, thank you.
Hey,
No, please. You've got to help me.
I wouldn't leave you here. Let's go.
My God, thank you.
靴にボディスライドがついていて巨乳になっています。
Thanks. See you there in a day or two.
酒場に名前付きのレーダーがいたので捕虜にしました。ダイヤモンドシティの近くのこの警察署も CPD の管轄になったようです。
Commonwealth Police, cleansing the wealth of criminal scum. Hi, Detective. Everything all right?
Hey,
Commonwealth Police, here to protect and serve.
You know what the radio needs? More
Hello.
dancing music.
All's
Less of
well.
that creepy waltz stuff. Think that's our man. Looks stuffy. Lydia sure knows how to pick him.
Hello? Can I help you?
sorry, who are you?
I'm the Diamond City Quartermaster, Damien Kingsley. You're in my office. Though this is technically a public space, I ask that you don't loiter unless you have caravan business. Now, is there something I can help you with?
Actually, I was looking for you.
May I introduce the independent NLTC negotiator? You may have heard of them.
You're here representing this trading company? I will tell you what I told their courier. I have no interest in any agreement they're presenting.
As if petty details like that ever stopped them.
What would it take to convince you?
I haven't held my place on the city council by signing every dubious piece of paper put in front of me. I have no intention of starting. As impressive as your reputation is, trade in Diamond City is my purview. If that was all, then I would like to get back to work. I trust you can see yourself out and deliver my apologies to your employer.
Figured this would take a bit of legwork. Let's have a little team huddle.
Head on inside.
Well, looks like he's going to be a stubborn one. And I was worried this would be a boring in and out.
Why do you care? You're a mercenary.
Mercenary is a broad word. Don't get me wrong, I'd rather show the guy a live grenade and see how fast he can sign his own name in terror. Lydia knows that. It's why occasionally she pays me not to shoot things. Like now. And I like money more than I hate bureaucrats. That said, you want to start a little shootout for the hell of it, I'll back you up.
So, what now?
It's the same as the NLTC merchant families. All think they're so high above the rest of us wastelanders. As it so happens, a little birdie called Lydia told me there's an info broker in this city that you're friendly with. Same little birdie gave me a packet of papers labeled "In Case of Resistance." A very thoughtful birdie, our Lydia.
All right, let's go.
Right to it, huh? I like that. Hey, maybe we should stop for noodles on the way? I've heard things.
Well now, if it isn't the Ron's favorite client, what can the coolest cat in the Commonwealth do for you?
Oh, this'll be fun. We need the lowdown if the big man's on the take, you dig?
If info's what you want, then you've come to the right place. Now, which big man, whose take, and what kind of lowdown?
The big old square at the gates. And I hear you're the real gone cat to ask. Okay, I can't keep that up. Point is, we want to blackmail the quartermaster. You got any dirt?
Huh? Say, this wouldn't have anything to do with those suits from the New Liberty Trading Company making a move, would it?
How did you know?
How does the Ron know anything? By keeping his ear to the ground and his nose to the wind. Oh yeah! So, is this about those suits making a move or not?
That's right.
This is one of those times that the Ron is not so happy about being correct. Look, let me clue you in. The NLTC, they're not just some caravan company, you dig? Where they're from, they're the top dogs. Are you sure working with these guys is a can of worms you want to open?
This should be good. Don't mind me, gossip away. Pretty sure the trade contract doesn't expire anytime this decade.
What do you really know about these suits? Are you sure you've got all the facts on who you'd be getting in bed with?
That's a good question. I guess... I don't know.
Then allow the Ron to explain. These NLTC suits, they built their business empire by always honoring a deal. If it's on paper, it's law. Now, that all sounds cool. Better than wasteland justice, right? Their way of business has made them a lot of caps. Their home office is as shiny as things get out here. But around it, nothing but slums.
You heard that all the way out here? Color me impressed, cool cat. What, about the slums? Yep, I grew up in one of them. No matter what the bosses try to sell you, trust me, there is never enough to go around.
I didn't know.
You can expect them to deliver on whatever they promise. Just don't expect them to have your best interest at heart. If you like, I can read over this contract of theirs, see if they're giving Diamond City a fair shake.
Of course. Here you go.
Let's see. Uh-huh. Whoever wrote this doesn't mess around. Not sure what I was expecting. Although these NLTC suits, they certainly play the long game. This contract might just be an opening move. But there's no fine print, no extra obligations. There's a part here about sponsorship, but it's non-binding. Lydia Proudmore.
Can you spare a few details on her at least? On the house?
The Proudmore name's a big deal in the NLTC. Family's got a permanent spot on the board of directors, major investors. No idea why one of them's slumming it out here. And as I understand it, Lydia's not the chief trader in this little NLTC expedition. I guess even nepotism has its limits.
Good to know.
Don't mention it. Wouldn't want you getting suckered by some bogus contract. Still, you should keep an eye out. People like the NLTC like to appear as if they're on the level, but given time, they'll ease into the real shady stuff. Okay, now on to some real business. So, you want the skinny on Quartermaster Kingsley, do you? What are you willing to pay in exchange for this info?
Here, package courtesy of Lydia. You people and your papers.
Oh yeah! This will suffice! Still think you might be playing loose with the devil here, but we can do business.
What is this package anyway?
Banking records. But not your average kind. It's records of banks doing the banking. You know, transfers and the like. Things like this are the bread and butter of my trade. This Lydia chick did her homework.
I'll be careful. Thanks.
Okay, now we can discuss what I can do for you. Just so happens, I got a lot of info on our quartermaster. So we got options here. If you were so inclined, I've got enough dirt to bury the poor guy. But It might be enough just to reason with him instead. Up to you what you do. Easy way or the hard way? Peaceful cooperation or blackmail? Oh yeah!
I'm not sure blackmail is really my thing.
The Ron has you covered. Though this might take a little more charm to work. You see, Quartermaster Kingsley's not as uncool as he seems. He's good at his job, but shy of outsiders. That's the green jewel for you, though. Thing is, the guy's in trouble. Caravans are unpredictable lately. 1 week we have surplus, the next they go to one of your settlements instead. City Council's writing him to smooth it out, and he's been tearing out his hair trying. If you want to go easy on the guy, just throw your own lot in. Give him guarantees, compromises. He's not gonna sign a trade with just any odd hairball the cat drags in. Really put your rep where your mouth is.
In this world, I'm sure a compromise is necessary.
Now that's the kind of charm I'm talking about. Anyway, that's the easy way for you. So, you want to hear the rest of it? Or was that enough?
There's no other option?
You came to me for information, and information I can provide. How you deal with him is in your court.
Guess we could try the old-fashioned bribe if he's that kind of corrupt. It'd take a lot of caps, but just saying.
Do you have a preference how I handle this?
A cat's got to live here, you know. I say go easy on the guy. He's an uptight nerd, but we're all on the same side here.
I say the guy could use a hard knock on the head, but Lydia's probably betting on your diplomacy.
If you really want to help me, give me something I can use.
If you need to lean on him, man's got a son, Ellis. They don't see eye to eye. The kid ran off a while back to join the Nightingales. I understand you already know those birds. I hear the kid's doing well for himself, but the whole situation's a big embarrassment to his pops. Quartermaster Kingsley's been telling everyone his kid's sick, with some fancy-sounding disease, has to stay indoors. He can't admit his son just ran off, that the kid would rather rough it in the waist than put up with him. If the city council knew the truth, they'd eat him alive.
Seriously? People have the weirdest hang-ups here. My mom left me 3 slums over with a bag of caps and saluted on her way out of town. So are we just threatening a kid or going straight to ransom?
I don't want to lose a friend.
What's a bit of friendly kidnapping between friends? It's for a good cause. Or at least it's for a paid cause. We can split the take with him. No? Fine, fine. We can just imply kidnapping. This kid will never even hear of it.
I'm not saying you actually hurt the kid, but you know how it is with ankle biters. Mentioning his son should be enough to get Kingsley to flip. So, you want to hear the rest of it, or was that enough?
That's all I needed to know.
Another satisfied customer. Oh yeah!
Thanks. I always appreciate good advice.
You are more than welcome. And keep in mind what I said. NLTC is shady at best, crooks at worst.
So long, cool cat.
All
Back to the
right.
quartermaster we go.
What's the word?
Figure that should be enough to lean on him.
倉庫で会った時に、リデアが内務省の許可があるとか言っていましたが、この場合のホームオフィスはイギリスの内務省ではなく本社のことです。大文字だから紛らわしいのでは。あと、私は映画とかドラマは吹き替えではなく字幕で見る派ですが、それにしても字が多いので読み切れませんね。字幕派じゃない人は脱落してしまうかも。いや、モッドは日本語音声はないから最初から見てないかも。ちょっと脱線しますが、バニラの日本の声優さんも頑張っていますが、個人的にはキュリーちゃんは英語版の声優さんの方がいいかな。
Fresh meat.
Don't know you, Scabba. Just buy or sell whatever you need and get lost.
Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, and that's good news for all of us.
You again. Did you have time to get an even more miraculous offer from the NLTC?
Why so hostile?
Hostile? Uncouth. I'm just running out of patience. Either you're a naive patsy or a con artist in league with this trading company. I have no time for either.
Trust me, I'm on your side here. I want to help you out.
Look, it's not that I'm unaware of who you are. I hear enough from travelers to be impressed. But Diamond City is both protected and vulnerable. We've always had people coming in trying to exploit our position, and we've held firm and survived.
You're a businessman. How about we make a trade?
Trade with you? Now there's an idea. Yes, I believe I would be amenable to that. Here is my proposed trade. I will sign this after I add a clause to the contract that involves you in this agreement. You and your whatever this HQ is to assume responsibility of any harm to Diamond City Supply as a direct result of this contract.
What do you mean exactly?
It means that should there be a late delivery or an undercut in our own profits, your settlement network will compensate us. If you truly believe this NLTC's offer is genuine, then you have nothing to worry about. It would be a rare enough occurrence that you might not even notice. And it will go a long way to stabilizing our trade and proving your intentions here.
They'll listen to me. I'll figure something out. You can consider this handled.
I was certain that would spook you. Well, my word is my bond and all that. Let's hope this path doesn't lead to both our ruin. I'll sign this on behalf of Diamond City. Allow me just a second to add a clause about your involvement. And your signature right there, please.
Witnessed. Great, wonderful, lovely. Let's wrap this up.
Yes, I have quite a few people to notify of this development. A pleasant day to you.
Excuse me.
Well, that's done. You're putting your neck on the line. Hope you know what you're getting into. Lydia should be happy at least. Anyway, let's report back.
エリスがどうしたこうしたというのはどうなったのだろう。しかし、保証人にされてしまったけど大丈夫かな。新しい橋ができとる。
If there's anything I learned, it's that most problems can be solved with money
Yes?
or a missile. You already know which I
Uncertain
prefer.
returns. I think if this works, I'll lobby for promotion. You're back. I hope it's with good news.
Got the papers signed. Get this, our friend here vouched for you. Put his own reputation on the line and everything.
Leveraging that reputation is precisely why I hired them to negotiate with a stubborn prospective partner.
I just heard a rumor about you guys in Diamond City.
I imagine it wasn't about our excessive wealth, impeccable bookkeeping, and taste for the finer luxuries. Rumor doesn't interest me. It changes faster than the tide. It shouldn't interest you either. As far as the truth, I suspect that, soon enough, you'll have seen what you need to form an independent opinion.
Sounds like he just needed to change his priorities.
You have more than showcased your ability to rearrange stubborn priorities in that case. With the agreement signed, that concludes your part of the contract. Here's the pay we agreed on.
I owe him half my pay for vacating raiders from that place nearby.
Noted. Here's the new total.
Yeah, I'm off to settle into the new digs then. Think I earned a break.
As we were discussing,
What are you doing out here?
I'm taking inventory, or rather, I was. Though I've run out of assets to account for hours ago. Now I'm merely enjoying the view. I rather hate sailing, but I've always found the sea itself a relaxing vista, once I acclimatize to the stench of the coast in any case. If I were truly disinclined to travel, I have a comfortable corner office waiting at the home office. The view is just as lovely there, but, well, no matter.
What were you gonna say?
My family is a highly distinguished merchant clan that is a permanent fixture on the board of directors. The corner office was only mine courtesy of nepotism. I had it long before I had accomplished anything worth noting. For that reason, I am far more warmly inclined towards new horizons.
Anything else I can do to help?
My agenda is rather too full for side projects right now. However, Mr. Glatton has requested your attention. Speak to him if you're interested in continuing our partnership. I'll be in my new office should you require anything.
Mission successful. New mission available.
いつも、私のような不人気迷惑系 YouTuber の動画をご視聴いただきありがとうございます。高評価、チャンネル登録、とても励みになっております。いやー、モッドって本当にいいものですね。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。